e-gaming bets. Online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quest for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Hello guys, welcome back. We're going to be going into our second map of today. No, not of today. It's not of today. There's already been some games. I'm losing it. I'm losing the plot. It is our second map of this best of 3 series. It's going to be Cobblestone, the map choice of ex-Outlaws after they managed to win their opponents in the last map. And, well, my prediction's looking pretty good so far. I'm still waiting to see this Kindest Regards team step up. Of course, CT side of Cobble, definitely not the easiest to play in the world. Especially when it comes to rotations and also just being able to hold off in specific crossfires. That's always the big thing on this map. A lot of the time you're going to see more gambles over towards the B site, but it'll be interesting to see how they actually set up around some of these players. Of course, Makalele, I do quite like watching him on this map. Even when he was playing in Rev Reserve, he did have his clutch moments on Cobblestone. And I think if he can have that same sort of performance, and we can see a step up from someone like Pit as well, who definitely has the talent to do that, then they could still turn this around and take it to a third map for sure. Of course, we're going to be going into the knife round. Still, not really like a sided map. I would put it slightly over towards the T side, but a lot of the time you talk about the idea that a decent CT side can actually pull out quite a lot of rounds. Looking like Pith is not here at the moment, so, well. Pronax is, What are you doing, Pronax? Pronax. Stop it, Pronax. Pronax. That's bad, Pronax. Get an aerial view. He's here. Well, thank you. Well done, Pit. I hope you had a good time. We are going to have our knife round now to decide which side either team is going to be on. And, well, Outlaws managed to win it anyway. It made no difference whether he was there or not. He does actually get the only kill his team managed. Gonna be waiting. Side choice to be had by Outlaws. Looking like they are going to be going for that CT side. As said, a lot of teams do seem to pick it, so not overly surprised by that at all. But here we go. Pistol round on the map that could be eliminating the second Swedish team in a couple of days. It wouldn't be the best way to sort of go forward. Of course, Habu managing to take down Godsend. Although they did get through to sort of the second round, they were eliminated when they got there. The Finnish team going through to the next stage. Will this be the second Swede to go down? Well, I suppose there's one Norwegian in there as well, but... Yep, just going to be waiting in the corner. A little bit of a bait from Nicky. The idea here is that he makes all the noise, takes all the shots, almost looks to try and get a kill and run away, and then they're just going to hope that there's nobody in the corner. That's the idea. Ships just has to stay here. It doesn't matter what happens from here on out, because if they don't check the corner, this is where things could get interesting, but he actually shoots a little bit early. I would have quite liked to see him wait. He still gets a second kill, so that's not bad, turning it into a 3v3. Rotation. Gonna be coming in. Every single player over towards that A site. CT side. Nobody there, so it seems like they've been completely bamboozled, and this bomb will be going down after plant position brought in. Spallan does have himself a smoke and a kit, so that's something at least. And two players now going to be coming in from behind, so they've got a decent position at least. Spallan. He wants to at least go down by the site. If he is going to die, that's where he needs to go. He was very good in the previous. Spots out Calais, does a little bit of damage. They now know there's one player over towards this wood at least, but will they know that there's a second? By the looks of it, the answer to that is no, and it won't seem to matter. Pith has already picked up two. Bubble, now the only one left alive. There is a kit dropped on the floor for him to find, but he's not going to get anywhere near it. Spam goes away. Headshots taken, and it will be another on the board for Kindest Regards. First round in. And yes, that is the real Makalele. Ex-Outlaws, they've been doing pretty well in these 4 spy scenarios so far. Saw 3 kills coming in off the basis of a UMP. Nothing else. No armor. We'll see what they can do with some pistols. Spallan is going to be burning in the corner. Obviously the star performer of the previous map. Spamming some shots away, but actually going to be hit to find the first. A lot of MAC-10s in this situation, so there's still a chance that they can do the damage with these SMGs. They've hit the damage done by the Molotovs, so going to be trying to spray ships. He actually gets away with it. Barber may kill him as he comes back, though. A wrap around and a simple couple of kills. Calais. Actually, with a picture of Quicks. It's going to be Spallan. Pick up one more. 55 seconds left on the clock. The T's could look to do the same as they did last time with the push back around. They got to watch out. Bubble is still sat in the corner. However, he won't be able to connect the shots, and having no armor is going to make things impossible. Spallan, all he can really look to do here is try and make a bit of money. He has the MAC-10. Opponents, however, with a double MAC-10, double MAC-Daddy, and an AK-47 as well. So it will be 2-0. T-side now with 4 MAC-10s, so even more money attempted to be made. Pronex just going to be looking to farm up as much cash. That's the idea here. Make as much money as possible. Hit already has a little bit extra. So we'll be holding onto the AK this round. Actually juggled over from Barber, so I'm not sure why it switched hands, but it did. Zeus kill comes in for ships. That's something at least. It's just going to be the wipe down. Only Bubble left. Makalele actually sort of looks him in the eye and goes, wait a minute, you're not on my team. And that will be 3-0. Kindest Regards taking that lead, but now comes the buyback. UMP for Nicky, so he's going to make sure he has all that extra utility. Bubble has himself the AWP, and then the rest of the team are just going to be sticking to those plain rifles. But this is interesting from the T side. They're going for a bonus round. They have a couple of AKs bought up, but it's the SMGs that are going to be interesting. Because, fact is, there's only 2 players with head armor over on that CT side. The remainder of them is still going to be one shot to the face from that Mac Daddy. By the looks of things, they're going to go rushing towards Spillane. All of them pushing towards that upper spot, although there is one player actually on the other side of the map in the form of Pith. All 3 Mac 10s teaming up. Ray coming through the door will damage Spillane. I wonder if they will have heard the bullets hit. Punisher is one of the men who actually has himself some head armor, so that's something at least. Smoke likely to be lined up over towards the door to at least allow them to cross. And there's now 3 players here onto the A side for the CT side. A decent crossfire. The problem is, how are they going to sort of quell the rush of those Mac 10s? 1 minute left on the clock. Actually, the T's may double back here. They're going to look, at least some of them, to try and explode out ramp. It's all part of a ruse. It is going to be the B hit. Balan already tagged down by the nade. 40 seconds left on the clock. Barber is going to be making that entry, and that's the damage of not having any head armor. The bomb looking hesitant, though. There's the AWP of Bubble. Picks up one, looks for a second, can't quite find it as of yet. And now they're going to go rotating once again towards A. Pronax will be going down, but he does a lot of damage considering the weapon he had. And Barber now leads the way, but they've got to get rid of Punisher. Sat in the corner, he sprays one, can't quite get the second. The Mac 10 still doing work. And now it's all onto Nicky. 1 versus 2. Does have a rifle. Gonna go pushing back around long, expecting there to be somebody here. He was running for the majority of that. I wonder if Pith will have heard him. Peek out, Makalele in the open. And Pith just gonna be waiting around the corner. Fake flash in, run in, and Nicky wins the duel. But it's definitely a hard-fought win, and the problem now is look how much money is actually on that T side. They've still got plenty of cash to play with. Not gonna be having any trouble buying into the next round. This is what I mean. T-side with a much better vibe. Pronax just looking to run straight out onto the plat. Already spots one, finds the entry for his team. Not the role that we normally see Pronax in. However, a trade might not be so bad for the CT side if they can get it. A lot of damage, however, is done onto Punisher. Maybe able to retrieve, well, a FAMAS. Not ideal. He's going to be playing a more passive role now. Trying to sit back in the corner. Nicky will at least give the man advantage over. Han finds a second as well. A big couple of rounds from him, clutching the last. And now finding a double over towards that plat, leaving only 2 remaining for the T side as they do look to try and push back in. Calais tapping shots away and a bit over aggressive, unnecessary from Nicky. And the Molotov will be pushed through. Spillane on the rotation behind. But it's the 2 players on the site who are going to have to just buy some time if he is going to be coming in on that flank. One of them, Punisher, already particularly low on HP. He's actually going to peek wide. I'm not sure what's going on here. Spillane almost manages to take down Barber, who's on just 1 HP. Surviving by a hair. Going to try and sneak round. Bubble is going to cross past. Doesn't spot him out, and now Barber actually has a decent chance here. Only on 1 HP. Spillane just needs to connect a single bullet. But then again, both players low. Spillane just about wins the duel once again. And it is getting very, very close. I imagine the T's are just going to try and force the issue here. There will be a temptation not to, but with the amount of money that they've been taking away. Two to 3. Things very close indeed. Both teams still without really building up much of an economy. No AWP for Bubble anymore. He's just going to be sat on the rifle. Still a pretty competent rifler, to be fair. Spallan not quite having the impact that we saw from him in the last match, but most of the time he has been playing with an SMG. And at the moment, at least, sitting back, waiting for the push to come in. And will be coming right towards him already. A dink hit onto Cali. That will be a simple kill. They've got to watch out for Pith, who's going to spray the first. Second actually trying to sneak through, but he'll go down as well. Spallan is the only man still towards his site, but he's in the back line. Spray through for a Pith. He's already got 2 kills in this round. What can be done by Spallan? Absolutely nothing. Pith baits him out and gets his 3rd. And now, well, this is where it gets really difficult for Punisher. So many angles to check at the T's. They will break back. Kindest Regards will win themselves another round, and that will be enough to actually reset the economy completely of the CT side. If they do go for something here, it's not going to be anything too impressive. Here we go, though. It is the force buy. CT side. Throw a nade over, it'll do a little bit of damage. They do only have a force buy in this round. Bubble has the scout, the rest of the team sat with pistols. Not a good position for them to be in. Haven't really been able to get any sort of stable economy over on that CT side. Can be quite a problem. Pronax looking towards that tree. Will spot out Ships, already gets the first. Dink comes back in onto him, and Bubble has managed to find another with the scout. Knows exactly where his opponent is. The problem is the rest are looking to try and push out. Nice shot with the CZ, and a couple of low players gives a decent chance here for the CT side to actually take this round. However, Bubble seems to be missing shots, and it will leave it all onto Spallan. All remaining players low, but it doesn't matter. He will be taken down 5-2. CT side forced to just go for a flat-out eco. Nothing invested here. 2,400 will be back into their accounts in the next round, but it is looking like Kindest Regards are on point at the moment. Only losing a couple in the middle and keeping them so very close that it made things very difficult for the CT side in terms of making any cash. Decent spot, but Spallan, unfortunately, will be taken down without doing any real damage. Cross going to be taken. All these players trying to just kill off one man. It will be Pronax. That's a rifle into the hands of Bubble, at least for a second, as he will just try to run away, but the fire will burn him down. Ships desperately wants to try and retrieve that AK for himself. Gonna be easy. Just looking to try and sneak away. Bubble with 3 kills in this round. Doing pretty well so far, 13 and 4. Chips now. Aim of the game just to save this rifle. No real point in doing damage over towards that T-side economy. Although they have actually not made that much cash. 4 players surviving will build it up a little bit. CT side with a buyback. Glass cannon AWP for Bubble. Going aggressive into mid. Looks for the fight and he wins it versus Barber, who did have the AWP in this round. The rest of the team are going to be heading over towards the B side of the map. Molotov out, but actually Makalele's managed to get past it, and that's going to surprise Nikki. Evening things up and actually bursting straight out. Ships will take him down, however. Not going to be able to do much more. Pronax just going to be waiting on the corner. Push out. One for Punisher. Knows the Pronax is close as well, based of where the smoke came from. Nick is actually going to come out from Calais. He's managed to push through 2 different smokes and finds Punisher. Ships trying to trade things and will. Now Pronax is going to be the only man left alive. 1 versus 3. Could at least make things costly. Doesn't quite spot Ships, and it won't matter because Bubble is going to close him down anyway. 3 to 6. A few players surviving for the CT side will mean their buy is probably going to be the best one we've seen from them so far. But again, T's now with a decent chance to break back. Don't have a huge amount of money left themselves, though, so they could even get reset, and then, who knows, Ex-Outlaws might be straight back into this game. The same can be said the other way around, though, with Kindest Regards. If they manage to win this round, the likelihood they're going to be getting probably about 9 rounds over on this T side, which wouldn't be a bad start for them at all. Going to be coming out from Barber. Skip's just going to be waiting patiently. Makalele trying to bait out the shots, but isn't going to be able to, and Bubble has already picked off one over towards that plat spot. 2-man advantage for the CTs, and they're just going to fall back. Make sure they hold on to it. This crossfire that's being pushed into by Barber is not a kind one either. 3 players in that spot. Now only Calais and Pronax remain. And Calais has been able to show his clutch potential over at Gfinity. Can he do the same here? Rotation going to be coming in from the remaining CT players, looking to try and hold off any spots. Kelly actually going to be boosted over to give him a better angle while looking down. We'll be able to take one onto Punisher. The problem is to get out of this situation and to a site is going to be nigh on impossible. I don't think they have enough time to even plant the bomb if they wanted to. And in fact, yeah, they're just going to save their remaining weapons, so they'll have something a little bit extra to go into the next round. I'll be interested to see if the remaining players actually force around them. I know they can drop a Galil, but other than that, not going to be a great situation. Pronax just going to buy down the extra nades. And maybe he'll go for a Tech 9. Nope, they are going to just go for this. Can drop a couple of UMPs, in fact. Barber going to pick up a sawn-off and not have any armor behind it. But it does give him the chance and drop down at least to go for a one-shot kill. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? ET side. Still with a chance to reset their opponents. Already getting themselves back into this game a bit. 6-4. Here we go. Smalan sat in the corner. Smoke may actually help him out a bit, although they are going to look to try and cross without him seeing. Pronax, one of the rifles, is already going to be going down, and Punisher is doing work too, but it's Spalan once again shutting this round. Only one player left in the form of Makalele, who is trying to be a little bit sneaky around the back of this smoke. Still so many players to try and find, and it will be a flawless round from the CTs. Coming back from what was a 6-2 deficit to now 6-5. and it's likely that we're not going to see much investment whatsoever from Kindest Regards in this matchup. Yeah, I want to see who's going to be in that new Immortals roster. I'm looking forward to seeing if maybe they'll steal someone from LG or if they'll just pick up some sort of talent and see how it goes. Because someone like Steel with a lot of experience under his belt for some youngsters could be really cool. And you never know who they'll find. There's so many CS fans and so many people playing CS in Brazil that there's bound to be another like menace out there somewhere who's just an absolute beast. They just got to try and find them. Nicky is going to start things off. Only pistols in this round. He's looking to pad his stats a little bit. Has support from Bubble as well. And, well, one kill will come in for Makalele at least. But I don't think it'll be anything more. 6-6. Scoreline equalized. But the T's now have themselves another bye. They've been a little bit quiet in the last few rounds. Yeah, realistically, they want to try and keep Kenny and Lucas. Hedus, you have been noticed. Here we go. Father looking to try and just wreck face, but seems like strategy's gone out the window. And well, none of those players got out of the window. Nicky's going to ruin them, taking no damage as well. For the remaining players looking to try and complete this split without a split. And now the same happens with Spallan. Spraying down 2, leaving only Makalele to try and save this round. A few shots tapped away. Yeah, you at least get Spallan, but very quick trade. 3 AKs now actually on the CT side. The only player who isn't holding one is going to be the AWP of Bubble. Plenty of money to drop back as they've now won 5 rounds in a row and kept them very clean indeed. In fact, the last 4 rounds they've kept at least 4 players alive. Always making your day. That's good to know. 7-6. T-side are going to be going for another bit of a sketchy force buy. Max loss bonus behind them. Pith gonna go for the CZ, and then they got a couple of AKs. Pronax without any head armor. Peek out from ships. He's gonna be dead within seconds. It's gonna be a quick push towards this B site. And they're gonna go up, but Punisher has to be careful. There's lots of players very close to him. Already, though, there's trades across this board. Pronax will be able to find another one, leaving it onto just Pith. He's managed to retrieve a rifle. The flank's gonna be quite far behind from his teammate. You can see most of the stuff on HOTV. It should be just look up Shanghai. Can he do this though? 1v2. Flash gonna go out. He knows roughly where one of the players is. Nicky actually gonna be caught out a little bit by the flash, but it's not gonna be a problem for him. 4 kills in this round for Nicky. He's really having a big game for his side. 15-9 now. Sat at the top of the board. It's gonna be 8-6 with another sort of sketchy-ish force buy from Kindest Regards. Half will be won by X-Outlaws from a 6-2 position to now 6 rounds in a row for them. Once again, though, it's just going to be an attempted quick B push. Punisher going to be waiting back. A few nades thrown out. A little bit of damage done. Push is going to be coming in, though. Nice start from Ships. Already spraying down 2. Has support as well. It will be a trade from Barber, getting a couple of kills back. And they do have a man pushing out. Calais gets 1, but the problem is Barber's so low. And Spallan is going to finish this. 9-6. A pretty decent recovery from X-Outlaws as they do get 7 rounds in a row. Pretty demoralizing end to that half for the Swedes. Can they turn this back? That's the question. Is there anything left in the tank? A pistol will definitely help them out by equaling up the scoreline, most likely. But going onto this T side, what do X-Outlaws have to offer? This is their map choice. They won their opponents on Mirage. not spend long in the shower at all. That's time I could be spent playing video games. I'm dirty. No, I'm Aggression from Barber. They'll spot out one. Obviously has the range advantage with that USP. Push going to be coming around to try and isolate him, surround him. Barber, what can you do? Looking for the first, gets his second. Nice shot from Barber. Looking to try and get a little more, but it won't be the case. Balan will be able to push onto the site. Actually hits the dink as well. Does quite a bit of damage. Gets the second. Okay. It's Balan looking to try and finish this, but Makalele is not going to let him smoke. Going to be thrown over. Hot flash out. Not going to do too much. Makalele spamming through the smoke, but won't be able to find anything.
Bomb has been planted.
Pronax will win the duel. Now it's all on to Punisher. 3 players left to find. Shouldn't be any hope for him here, and it is going to be the pistol win. Second pistol win, in fact, for Kindest Regards, which normally suggests that they should be winning the game. However, you look at the scoreline at the moment, and it doesn't really suggest that. 9-6. This will even them up at least.
Counter-terrorists win.
Here we go, though. T's just going to be saving their money. Going for these P250s, just attempting to get a bomb plant. Punisher will at least get one, but Barber is just going to pad his stats a little bit. Only one left will be Punisher, and nothing more he can do. 4 players will survive. Still quite a few SMGs, and that could be a nice little opening here for Ex-Outlaws, as they are going to be buying up those rifles. By the looks of it, there's only going to be 3 rifles actually in play. They do get rid of 1 SMG, which is something at least. And the T side now turn things. Barber looking to go a little bit aggressive, but I don't even think there's going to be any eras anymore. Not for a while. I think FaZe have looked good, but I think that it's just still going to be different teams winning each tournament. It's very difficult to have an era when you become the team to beat. The second you become the team to beat, everybody starts analyzing your plays. They start looking for weaknesses. Yes, they have very talented individuals, but I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not SK can take them down. Just tactical plus skill. Either way, Pronax is going to start things off. The SMG doing work. Makalele left completely blind and will be caught out. Back to a 4 versus 4. Now, Pronax is aggressive. He's going to look to get in on the flank. Sprays but misses. That's his sort of impact completely nullified, as they now know he's there. He can't be that sneaky beaky thorn in the back.
Bomb has been planted.
Peek out. Man spotted behind, so Bubble still has a lot of information. Barber looking for the peek. Pronax going to be left blind, but the second player is going to be able to trade in the form of Pith. Calais actually with another one, but it's trades once again. Barber now into a 1 versus 2. Make it a 1v1. Ships to try and close this out for his team. Win them an early round, and he will do it as well. 10-8. Yeah, Team Liquid are getting pretty good. It's just whether or not that they can sort of keep this level of form going. That's the biggest thing. And also, it's very demoralizing if you keep getting to, like, finals of tournaments. CT side will still have a bye, though. They have a chance to reset their opponent's economy and get themselves right back into this game. However, it's going to be a quick push in. And both players going to be caught out. Ships managing to find two. Looking for the third. He won't get it, but his teammate will. Barber and Calais now sort of in a situation where if they can get a rifle and save, that may be the best case. However, that's going to be a lot easier said than done. He's just going to opt to save right in the other direction, all the way forward towards that spawn. Will be 11-8. Wouldn't it be really funny, right? So it would be obviously Carrigan in game leader of FaZe, and then in like 6 months' time, he gets replaced by Glaive again. Just like they go, yeah, Astralis just like slump a little bit, and then they're just like, okay, we're gonna give Glaive the in-game leader spot of this team as well. Could you imagine just getting replaced twice by Glaive? That would be, for me, absolutely hilarious. Although, I do like Carrigan, so I kind of hope that doesn't happen. CT side left with just pistols this time. Kelly and Barber. Gonna be saving what they had in the previous round and bringing it into this one. Stack over towards the B site. You're going to see take of drop, which has been going quite well so far for Punisher. They're not actually going to do too much with it. Molotovs will be thrown out. Nice slow round from the T side. Slowly feeling out the map. Sneaking their way around. Nobody on this A site either, so it should make things quite easy for them going into this round, and likely that they'll be hitting 12 without too much trouble. Peek out. Spalan will finally get the first kill of the round, but it doesn't really make much difference. Bomb's going to go down. He's just looking to farm up a little bit of extra cash. Maybe a Galil will go into the hands of Pith at least, which is something he can keep into the next round. The money is not going to be in the best state, so they could use all the help that they can get. Galil not ideal, but it's definitely something worth saving. UMP still in the hands of Makalele as well, picked up off the body of his teammate. Pronax. Be going down, so will Pith. Actually, that's the Galil gone, so that's not going to last at all. And Makalele is just going to opt to save the UMP. To 8. CT side still going to have a lot of UMPs actually, just to make sure they can have all the utility that they want. Makalele should have a little bit of extra cash, which coming into the next couple of rounds, if they are to lose here, could actually be quite beneficial. Round looking like it's going to be sped up by this T side, but look at the amount of damage already done onto ships. 10 HP and he hasn't even seen anyone yet. It's all about those nades. Spellam will get the first kill of the round, but again, he's going to be tagged exceedingly low. Another player down to just a few HP, and the push comes out from Pith. Kelly will help him out. Barber has found another one, but Ship's now from behind. Nade going to go out into Pith as well, which will dunk him down to just 71 HP. However, they still have a decent chance in this round.
Bomb has been planted.
Molotov just going to slow down this CT side. Pith still has himself a kit, so that's something that they can utilize. Punisher is the one that has to make the majority of the peaks here because the other two teammates he has are so very low indeed. A little bit of utility going to be expended. Barber. I don't know if he knows there's anybody behind him by the looks of it. The CT side are just going to look to try and save their weaponry. But as they duck around, there is going to be a player waiting. Pith does manage to get one. Looking to try and take these kills right towards the end of the round. Punisher just going to be sneaking his way out.
Terrorists win.
Boost. Not quite going to be working. Pretty close, but no cigar. (13-8). I just love the sort of disappointing look there from Punisher as he was just like, no, come back. I'm not boosted. CT side with the loss bonus are going to be able to buy into this one with the weapons that they saved. Molotov's going to be thrown in, which will clear out Makalele, but I don't really know why they needed two to do that. A lot of utility thrown out. Pith's going to be dunked down to just 55 HP. Jack, don't leave me. Bobble going to be probing over towards that A site. Not able to spot anyone out just yet. Pith about to make his presence known. Now, going to be that push out onto the A site. Only one player currently here. It's going to be a lot of what Barber can do, and he's down within seconds. Callie will be able to trade, and actually drops the bomb, so that'll buy them a little bit more time, but Ships spotting the feet, picks off another, giving the man advantage back over, and once more, it's looking like this CT side are just getting slaughtered by the ex-Outlaw side. Only Makalele left, and he can't do anything either. 14-8. Map point may be on the card soon. And we'll see. I'm guessing the CT side are probably going to at least invest pistols into this round, and they may even just go all in. CT side have fully invested here. 6 rounds behind. Don't have much utility, don't have much weaponry. It's all just going to come down to some individual skill, and at the moment it seems like even there they may be lacking. Barber currently at the top of the board. And 3 players sat on 10. Be used just to clear out the angle. Not anybody going to be peeking. Looking like the T's once again are going to try and take this B site out of the hands of the CT players. A rotation of a 4th will be coming in So there is going to be pretty much a stack. Nice entry, peek out. Bubble's quick enough on the trigger. The Pith can't get anything done. What can Calais do? Finds her first. Nikki pretty low on HP, so probably doesn't want to peek here, and they don't check the angle. There's a chance for Makalele to find two, and he will. He's given them some hope in this round at least. Peek out from Barber. He'll find one. It's all on to Nikki to try and save this for his team, but he's going to pretend to rotate back. Make out that he's run away. Oh, the timing is going to be so close, but I think Makalele, he has absolutely no idea, surely. He does. He actually knows. Or maybe he doesn't. It's so close, but Makalele will win the round for his team. 3 kills. Saves the AWP, something he hasn't been able to get for pretty much the whole game. At least on this CT side. However, it could be the worst case scenario here. A T side with a chance to reset. Kindest regards. Going into what would be the last round. Push out. Pronax, nice start. Looking for his 3rd kill. The in-game leader now stepping up for his team. Molotov going to be going down, but... Oh, okay, Spallan. A little bit trigger happy. Still going to be back into a 4v2. Will fall into that drop spot. It's going to be up close. Hot flash seemingly missed, and now Pith is going to reveal his position. Not going to be taken down through the smoke. And Nikki just going to be waiting. It will be Pith to finish things off. 14-10. Maybe still some life left in this CT side, as they do manage to string a couple of rounds together. Side will still be able to buy. Bubble has his AWP. Yet to have too much of an impact in this game. He's had some important kills, but right at the bottom. Not where we expect to see him. Nice start. Callie already going to be down to the nades. Barber having to switch his attention towards long, and the rotation already coming in from a couple of the CT players. Spallan still waiting over towards the other side of the map. Molotov will be going out to just stop any further pushing, but it does allow the T's to sort of duck back down. Try and take a bit of control. That smoke actually going to leave quite a big gap. Barber will be waiting back. AWP of Makalele is there. He's going to go rotating. Try and give himself a better angle to actually take the fight with. Molotov going to clear one, but they haven't cleared the close cannon spot, which is quite a decent angle to take. Nobody being spotted as of yet, but there we go. Barber picks up one. Will be a quick trade, but Pith's got another. Makalele misses the shot, and that will allow them onto the site. Important kill for them. Pop Flash will be out from the CT side, but it's Pronax and Pith to try and save their team here. After Plant's positions have been pretty good, and Ships is currently on 3 kills already in the round. Bubble just going to be trying to hold off this cross, making sure nobody can get back into the site. Does have support, and as long as nobody over peaks here, it should be almost impossible. Pronax looking to try and cross the angle, taken down by that cross from Bubble. Nice shot from Pith to at least get one, but it will be 15-10. Or should be retrieved. And now it's back to pistols. Maybe one rifle or a few SMGs. But Kindest Regards have got to invest everything they've got. Bubble just going to be waiting up above. Spotting if anybody will go aggressive. Bit of a push towards drop. Double mag 7, M4. Pistol and a UMP. Jump spot being attempted by Pronax. Can't see anything. Cali with the only rifle in play at the moment. Currently sat bottom. Can he have the impact that they need? 15 to 10. The series in the balance. As ex-Outlaws, if they win this one, they will be taking it 2-0. Not a map won by the Swedes. They will be going through to that all-important next round to try get themselves into the second stage of the qualifier. Balan, still going to be waiting. 50 seconds left. They are now going to be pushing. Makalele is going to be up close. That's the thing. They're trying to play the angles that benefit them. Kale will be there to start. He gets a second as well. That's the impact that we needed from him. 40 seconds left on the clock, and the rotations here. Flank already coming. Looking like this T side are about to be shut down. Bubble just waiting, and not a single kill comes in for the side of Kindest, or side of ex-Outlaws, and now they're going to be the ones that have to try and force up with pistols. Still a chance for OT, and maybe Kindest Regards aren't out of this just yet. Here we go, though. Barber looking for some aggression. It is going to be a full investment here. Almost loses a jaw, and actually will lose his life. He's could still end it here and now. We've seen it before. We'll probably see it again. At least they want to try and make it costly and maybe get a bomb plant. Now the rifle on Spallan. Currently third on the board for his team. Ships has had pretty high impact, and Nicky has slowed down quite significantly from what we saw in the first half. In fact, in the second half, I don't think I've said his name at all. Pronax. Is he going to push into the crosshair? Peeks right in, and Spallan will take him down. That's another rifle dropped already. Smoke. Be down. Calais. And like he may be tempted to go a little bit aggressive, and they're still just waiting for him. He's now going to be rotating back. They look to push towards this A site. 25 seconds left on the clock. They are going to make their move. It has to be soon. And now the smoke will go over. There's only one player on this site. It is going to be all onto Calais. Can he save them once again? Gets a first. That's dropped the bomb. That leaves them with not little time. They have to take this kill very quickly indeed. And they need to try and defend this man as he runs towards the site. If he goes down, it may be over. And that looking like it could be. Bomb is just about going to be planted. Makalele hoping that it won't. But it is going to be 15 to 11. Makalele in the clutch situation has a kit, has the AWP, runs into the site, but ex-Outlaws are going to be finishing this here and now. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. We will be seeing Outlaws take the series. It will be a 16 to 11 scoreline. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Peace out.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans.
Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match.
Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.